You know, in September 1, I'll have been here for 10 years. And I joke about the fact that when I came here 10 years ago, I had brown hair and didn't have quite so many wrinkles. But I'm proud of every one of these gray hairs, and I think I've earned them at UAB, but I've earned them having a lot of fun. Because over the last decade, I've gotten to be part of what I think is one of the most dynamic institutions in this country. A very young institution. We're not yet 50 years old. And an institution that is on a very steep trajectory. We're moving fast, and we're moving fast and doing great things for our students, our academic programs at the undergraduate and graduate level, for the research that we offer, for the clinical services that are offered at our institution, and for the service and outreach. You know, it's fun for me to go across the state and across the country. And when people come up and they say, "Where are you from?" and I say, "I'm from UAB," they always take a step back and they get this little smile on their face. And it's, well, gosh, we know about you guys, and we know about the wonderful things that you all are doing. So as we talk about some of the exciting things and some of the things that are most interesting to undergraduates, I can think back 10 years ago. We didn't have a student recreation center. We didn't have the Blazer Dining Commons. We didn't have Blazer Hall. We didn't have Heritage Hall. We didn't have the Alumni House. I mean, just some of the key amenities. We didn't have the campus green. There was a street there. There were all sorts of buildings in different places, some that the university had actually put up, others that the university had acquired across the way and, you know, tried to kind of makeshift them into something. As part of a great master plan, facilities plan for the institution, we've been working very hard over the past decade to create a university that not only offers great academic programs, but has a real sense of place, so that you know that you may be in the biggest city in the state of Alabama, and you may be in what is in the middle of a very vibrant urban environment, but when you come on campus, you know you're on campus. And when you come on campus as a student, you have the same kind, if not better amenities, that other students will have at any other university across the country. So, great plans for that, and as we move forward, you know, we want to continue to be able to create some of the additional amenities that you need. We know we're bursting at the seams right now in our on-campus student housing. So we're looking at more housing opportunities. At this point in time, when we built Blazer Hall, we thought, gosh, are we going to be able to fill it with freshmen? Now, not only do we have all of Blazer full, we have camp. And as we've done that, we've kind of moved the upperclassmen off campus. And so we know we need to have more opportunities, not just for the freshmen, but for our upperclassmen, as well as our graduate and professional students. Most students, given an option, would prefer to live within walking distance of the campus. All of you who try to move your cars or find parking places every day know that if you can live close to campus and walk in and out, it's much easier. So that's something that we're hoping we'll be able to do on the campus and in partnership with others do around campus. You'll hear a little bit more about campus transit, something that we're very interested in putting in a much in a fashion that is much expanded in terms of what we are offering right now. We know we have some great classroom buildings, and we've got some classroom buildings that, as we look at the next 5 to 10 years, that we're looking to replace. Particularly as we look at humanities, education, those buildings really need to be updated. And in all of our buildings, we're working hard to make sure that our classrooms are really leading edge and have the kind of technology that you all need and the professors need that are interacting with you. To be able to deliver the best academic programs ever. We think about academic programs. Linda is going to be talking with you a little bit about some of the exciting new programs that we plan to be offering, particularly at the undergraduate level. As we've been doing our planning, we try to plan very carefully with the city of Birmingham. And they were going through their kind of strategic planning about 2 years ago, but at the same time we were updating our strategic plan for the institution. And it really allowed us to plan together and to look and say, what are the needs of the city of Birmingham, and what are the needs of UAB, and how can we move forward together? City of Birmingham, or the greater Birmingham area, really actually identified 6 targeted business sectors that they want to grow. and they say we're going to need more graduates in these areas. And so they're really focused to come to UAB and said, please work with us. Try to make sure that you are preparing the kind of workforce that will allow us to grow these targeted business sectors. So that we are doing that, and I think that will be good for the institution, and it will be good for the area around us. We're also trying to make sure that the kinds of honors experiences, the kind of research experiences, the kind of study abroad, the kind of study away experiences are all available also to our students. So no shortage of exciting things. If you were to look 10 years out or 20 years out, I think you'd see a campus that was vastly expanded, and particularly expanded to the north. We're kind of, to our south bounded. Glen Iris really isn't interested in us moving in that direction. If you move west, you kind of end up in, I-65. That's a natural boundary. You go a little bit east, a lot of health centers, so I think you'll see that grow and develop over time. But as we're thinking about the core of the undergraduate essence of the institution, I think you're going to really see it moving north down towards the Railroad Reservation Park. Railroad Reservation Park is a great asset to the institution. It really is. Any of you who haven't been down there, spend some time. It is a really great place. Hopefully you'll see as we grow over time, you're going to see greenways that are going to be taking students down there. You're going to see more greenways on campus. You're going to see some exciting additional buildings that Provost Lucas will be talking about. And you're going to really continue to see a campus that you're going to be very proud of. As you think about being a student here, and I know we've got everything from incoming students to some students who are moving into their senior year, and this will be like their last year with UAB. I hope that as you leave the campus and as you're planning to leave the campus, that you plan to stay connected with us, because one of our greatest assets right now are alumni. And that's one of the reasons they chipped in. They built this beautiful new alumni house. But as we move forward and as we continue to grow and develop this institution, we're not only going to need the people that are here to help us do that, but we're going to need the people who once were here as students to help us do that. So I'm going to stop there, and I'm going to ask Provost Lucas at this point in time to do a presentation that I think is going to address the majority of the questions that we were sent in advance in terms of tuition, in terms of how we kind of build a budget, what we use tuition increases for, how we focus on scholarships, what some of the exciting new buildings and other opportunities are that we're planning for you all. And then after we do that, we can just kind of open it up for any kinds of questions that you have for any of us.